dropped me off where the you dropped me off. Oh, okay. I was saying you dropped me off right. Couldn't even drop me like down here. It's so much easier. Where the hell is the? Oh, here we go. Couldn't drop me like right outside the alleyway. Nope. Drop me past it where all the enemies are. Thanks, sweetheart. I'll forever remember that.
Well, look who we have here.
I need to sort out
Haven't
the
seen your mug in a while.
transitions
It's
between
only been 2 or
like
3 days. Where's
free
Koana?
roam and
How should I put
cutscenes
this?
like this.
Would you freak out if he was right behind you?
You know, this kind of shit is why you get on my nerves.
Couldn't we have done this by phone?
Do this.
I just came
Audio
from
seems
seeing Reiko
lowish.
Kusumoto.
Oh,
I
Fox
told
told me
her
to
to
slow
turn
it down
herself
because it
in
was
for
like
murdering Kawhi 5 years ago.
You
too
what?
loud, or my audio
What'd she have to
was
say
mic
about
was
that?
too.
But she had no sins to atone for.
Hang on.
Of course not. Look, what do you think you're doing?
How's this?
Her part in this is done.
Actually,
Don't
done.
drag her back into it.
This isn't yours to finish. You would just let Sawa-sensei stay collateral damage. How do you think her folks feel?
My opinion in English.
They probably think you killed their
I
daughter,
did a poll
and they don't know why, or if justice will be
last
served.
stream, 2 streams ago.
Do they have to suffer like
Just
that?
saying if you want me to do the
All
last
without
half
even
of,
knowing the truth?
if you want me to do the last half
Would
of this game
Sawa-sensei want that?
in English
You
or
talk
Japanese,
about
and then,
justice, but she keeps
English
getting
ended up
left
winning
out.
by like 1.
You aren't
So-
even trying when it comes to her.
Here we are, man.
Say whatever you want, but if you cause Kusumoto-san any more pain, I will never forgive you.
That's exactly why I didn't tell you I was going to meet her.
Listen, Yagami. She hides it well, but she's never gotten over the
Oh,
fact
is it?
Mitsuru tried to jump
Man,
to
I
his
don't know
death.
what's going
And
on.
she's
I don't
not
know
sure
if I
how to
can't
feel
raise
about
it any
killing
higher. It's at
Kawhi.
max.
Unlike me.
If she was anything like you, I would have pushed her harder to confess.
There's no evidence that she killed Kawhi. He simply vanished from Kamurocho, and the police didn't even know about it.
Oh, man,
Besides, there's no case without a corpse. Point being, she'll never be charged.
Alright. How's it now? Wait, he's such a troll. He's such a troll. I don't even know if he's actually like being legit now. How is it? I put added gain to my thing. Okay, cool. I had to add.
Even if
so
she
dumb,
did
I had to
turn
add a gain
herself
filter
in,
to my
the police wouldn't know what to do with her.
Don't
mic
think for a second
settings.
that you're getting a pass here. You've killed, what,
I
7
don't-
people
probably don't
now?
know what that is, but
Do you even hesitate anymore?
It basically just boosts my audio. We should do.
You got proof? Running around making baseless
Well.
accusations. You sure
I don't know
you
what
were a
Streamlabs
real
has done,
fucking
but I
lawyer?
need to not do it again.
My colleagues in Kamurocho are
When they
getting ready
update.
to appeal Ahara's case. Your actions are going to be put under a microscope.
I wouldn't even call that bad news. I want the world to know their bullies are getting what they're due. And by then, I'll probably
man,
be
don't
going
tell me
by a
I'm
different
facing that
name, maybe even a different look.
This will change all my
You're
audio.
just gonna keep
Yeah, I
doing
think
this?
it raised.
Did
my
Sawa-sensei
Elgato thing
sacrifice
as well.
mean nothing to you?
Is that the only
Maximum
thing
desktop
keeping you
level.
around?
Yeah, it did that for me as well.
Truth be told,
Like,
I
I
don't
can't
think
remember what
exposing everything is even in
volume
Sawa's
I,
best interest.
What?
I can't remember what volume my
Sawa-kun herself felt
oh my
guilty.
God,
I just sent you the
what
proof.
volume my desktop audio was on Streamlabs,
What
but
is this?
I don't think
An
it was
audio file?
max. And
After
anything that's like
Ahara-san
go
lost
pays
in
through
court,
that is the
she called me.
audio, is the
I recorded our conversation.
soundboard stuff. So I'm not even sure.
Toshiro
But it looked like my
to the roof. His face was pretty swollen.
It looked like my
And a
well, it
few
looks like my
minutes
they
later,
maxed out my
A
mic,
student named Miko Shiba came up looking
and
for
I
him.
think they raised my
I'll
Elgato
never
a
forget
bit.
the
So
fear I saw in Toshiro
I don't know.
face. He told me about everything.
whatever they did, they just need to not do it again.
The beatings, the theft.
That's
How
all I want,
nobody
mate.
was on his side.
That's all I
Yet,
ever want.
I had to deny all this in front of an entire courtroom. They said there was no hope. that I was the only witness with no proof whatsoever. Believe me, I never wanted to do that.
Sawa-kun's testimony in court was false, and she was racked with guilt over it.
And your first thought was to record it? When she was at her most vulnerable?
Yes. And then I played it for Ihara-san. He had the right to know the real reason his son killed himself.
All you did was light the fires of vengeance in Ihara's heart because you didn't want to be alone.
You know, I've
man,
heard
we're gonna
that
find this guy
bullying
again.
is almost instinctive.
Where's Rumble?
That's why
I
people
have
who
no
do
idea.
it never stop.
I think it starts at 1.
I mean,
I
think about it. Would you stop cleaning a toilet just because it'll get filthy again?
Pre-shows at 12.
Somebody's
always
always got to get his hands
Wait, did they
dirty.
do pre-shows for Rumble?
And that's
Yeah,
somebody's
no,
gonna
there'll be a
you?
pre-show for Rumble. I assume
If it
anyway.
means I can prevent
do a
another
pre-show.
Mitsuru Kusumoto, yes, I will.
Yeah, the
keep
pre-show for Rumble will be at 12. I assume.
These
and then,
bastards who prey on the defenseless
the
must be
main stuff
punished
starts at
for
1.
all to see. I wish the law would
Probably
do
fall
its
asleep
job.
though. Oh, he's gonna show the drop kick.
Because deep down, I
Hang
don't
on
want
one
to
sec.
do any of this.
Oh, so the drop kick. Ah, come on. That's
I
what I
understand
want
what
to
you're
see.
saying, but you're taking it too far. Just stop, Koana.
If you really want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill
Oh
me.
my god, we're gonna fight this guy
and
again
call it
in the same
justice.
area. Oh no.
I thought you guys were gonna start another fight. It was a bitch cleaning up the mess last time.
Next time I go up against him, it won't be just a few scratches.
Well, when that time comes, take it anywhere but here.
If you keep your scratches, man, you know who I am. Oh god. When did I even get that recorded? Why have I still got? Oh, I got a crap ton of cases. Dates. What's this? Oh, I have to do the comedy thing with her. Yeah, he's like, I ain't seen that though. Forget that. Yeah, damn. Ideally, I want to try and finish this game before Rumble, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I know I'm just dating my video here, but whatever. No. I find it pretty dumb that I don't get XP as well for the boxer style. Fuck. Oh my god, are you serious? Oh my god, he just suplexed. Why do these guys have wrestling moves? This guy's like a proper, like, he doesn't, his fight is like, I'm because I always find like so many times though in this area, and he always does like, wait, how do you turn off the, there you go. He always does like the cool, like, I don't know, like Chinese fight style. Oh, oh, what a goal! Wait, right in the middle. That was sick. Mate, there's no way people can tell me this fight is sick. Oh! Man, that sounds OP. Fucking wall bounce.
Really, guys?
Brock and Charlotte are gonna win, so. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to be honest. Like, no way. For God's sake. Whoa! Man, I swear I just fought you. Whoa! What the hell? Oh, mate, it's the Matrix. The twins. I died. How is he still? Oh! Oh! thing is though, if yo, nah. Thing is though, if like Brock and Charlotte win, it's gonna be boring as hell. Man. I swear Brock is the champ anyway, like WWE champ. I wish they didn't allow like champions to be in the Rumble. I said no. I actually hate that. He did Rumble last time. Did he? I can't remember. Literally, I can't remember the last Rumble. I feel like they didn't even have one. That guy did. Yeah. But yeah, it feels like they didn't even have a Rumble last year. That guy had some purple stank on him. Right, what can I upgrade? That and no. Flux Fisher. I need to find out where to get that book. So annoying. Extends. What does this do? Temporarily boost after landing and finish. Okay, that's what it does. Yeah, go on in. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to be using these skills soon. Very soon. When who got him out? Oh, was it? Oh, shit, Edge. Wow, Edge won the Royal Rumble last year. Wow, I don't remember him. Who did he fight? If he won the Rumble, who did he fight? Was it Reigns? Was it? Oh my god, mate, I can't remember. D-Bride took the spotlight, and then he. Oh, that was it. It was a triple threat, innit? With him, Reigns, and D-Bride. God, mate. I didn't even watch the match, but I just remember just watching the end. Yeah, I remember the triple threat now. T-Brand. Wait, B-Dan. That's true.
Hello?
It's Shirosaki. Are you in Yokohama again, Yagami-san?
Yeah. Is this about Ahara's trial?
Hey, what
Yes,
other matches in there?
regarding the
Like,
appeal.
Becky Lynch
The
really wrestling
prosecution
then?
says they want to consult with us.
Was she?
Off the record.
I can't remember, man.
Off the record?
Like,
What do you mean?
They want to discuss with the judge beforehand whether or not Ahara's murder footage is admissible evidence. The video has gone viral, of course, and nobody's really sure how to handle it.
Is the prosecution really going to hold the line on it being a deep fake?
That's quite possible. Which is why we're meeting today in the courthouse conference room. I'm sorry for the short notice, but could you join us?
this Mania's gonna be dead.
Of course. I'll be there.
Yeah, that's why
Thank you very
I don't know.
No
I didn't
need
watch
to rush.
SmackDown
There's still plenty of
yesterday.
time. Just be sure
Or
you're
last
there,
night
please.
even, or early this morning. Mate, I don't think I'm gonna be watching the whole Rumble. It might be lucky if I make it to women's one. Yo, why are you not playing Pokemon Red Legends? Yakuza Legends Yagami is dead. Yeah, I'm not playing Pokemon Legends, man. I didn't even buy it. Plus, mate, I'm not rich, but I don't even know why you even like been surprised that I didn't even buy it because you was hating on the game, man, as well.
So what you're saying is, Yui Mamiya was not a victim of sexual battery, but rather she conspired
I was
with
waiting for Yakuza 8
Akihiro
to come out,
Ehara
mate.
to fake
That's
a
what
murder
I'm waiting
alibi. We've already closed the book on that ordeal, yet now the defense wants to write a sequel?
They have to go in after each face.
To establish the
I didn't even
defendant's
see that guy's
motive
name,
in the
man.
harassment, we need to bring the Mikoshiba murder
I
to
don't care.
light.
He's gonna be.
The groping itself was staged. It was all
Later
part
on.
of their script, right down to the guilty verdict.
It sounds like the defendant has some strong hostility for the court.
Ihara got the court to accept his murder alibi by twisting the legal process to his own ends. It was easy to miss, because at the time, Mikoshiba's body hadn't been found yet. But we have to admit that we all got duped.
We? You're not even a lawyer. You're a detective.
Yagami-sensei still has a license to practice.
Forget what I said if it offended
Shut
you,
up, man.
prosecutor.
Man, I'll fucking
My superiors always told me that in
Bullshit,
his
you.
youth, your
Look at his dumb
Genda-sensei
face.
was a difficult man.
his
He'd
dumb,
insist his clients
dumb
were
proper
innocent,
dumb hair, man.
persisting even in the face of conviction. He was hostile to the prosecution and was known to fraternize with Kamurocho Yakuza.
Double
But
elimination
it was
rumble.
his sheer disrespect.
That's it, man. Bring
that
bring
made my
Maven back.
boss hate him.
Might as well.
Damn. You sure know an awful lot about
Maven
Genda-sensei.
never lost.
Because I honestly can't say I like him. He treated me like a child when I was starting
Hashtag
out.
Raven for
I'll tell you
Maven
this.
for Rumble.
There's no
Let's
higher
go.
praise for the defense than being called difficult by the prosecution.
Token summer. Brock's man. Who's Brock facing? Is it? Oh, it's Bobby Lashley. They should have saved that for WrestleMania, man. What's wrong with it?
Now, if we can get back on track, can we confirm the
Your
defendant
honor.
himself has agreed to the appeal?
Man, they should
Yes.
save that. That.
But if Ehara
Rumble,
really
man.
committed the
I mean,
murder,
not Rumble,
why would he agree to
WrestleMania.
his alibi being scrutinized?
Ahara's objective isn't to get
I
away
bet he's
with
gonna
murder.
end in the DQs as
Then
well.
what is he
just,
after?
just to tie it over
Making
to
a mockery of the legal
WrestleMania.
system.
Then it'd be best
dumb
not to
as
pay
hell.
him any attention.
And you'd be right. If your priority is saving face in front of the court rather than preserving fairness in the law.
You've got a real attitude.
attitude, man.
Sorry I'm a bit late.
Oh, wait. Wait, a bit late. Late as hell. Why is it slow motion? Oh no, it's Bando.
So, with this appeal,
Oh
the defense
no,
wants to
not
assert the
Bando.
defendant's innocence
This guy's name's
by
actually Bando, the
establishing
one
his
that came in
guilt
late.
in a murder.
And I can't
Wait,
get
before we
tracking
go
down the
on,
Bando.
who is this?
Poor Big E.
He's from the
Buzzing.
Metropolitan Police. Considering Ehara was on the force, he has a vested interest here.
Hey, shout about
He's not here to
bloody Brock.
participate, don't worry.
Good luck against Brock. Man, I was just
Police
slapping you,
can't
man.
afford to be embarrassed any further.
Bloody beer
We need to send the
Mahon
right
coming soon.
message to the public.
looking ass.
Can we have your name, please?
The name
Robert
is
President said,
Bond.
And your title?
That's gonna get dry. That's gonna end
Think
in
of me as a kind of police
all matches are
coordinator.
gonna end. All singles matches are gonna
But
end
don't
in
let me
DQs.
interrupt the proceedings. Forget I'm even here. Please, continue.
Demi Bando.
So much for this meeting being off the record.
Allow me to restate the
Wait, this guy has
prosecution's
the worst
opinion
name
to the
in this
judge.
game in the
We
entire
cannot
series.
allow the murder footage to be used as new evidence in
Oh.
Akihiro Ehara's appeal. It's nothing but an online hoax of unknown origin.
This guy has
Can't
the
just
worst name
casually
in
introduce
the
that in
entire
the court.
series right now.
Indeed.
Furthermore,
Demi
if
Bando.
Ehara bears such hostility towards the court, the footage might end up being a trap.
Trap.
Yes. What if the next viral video
No.
proves the original footage
Oh,
was
no.
doctored? What if the proceedings have already begun by then? Do we drop the appeal and call it a day?
Oh!
We cannot allow a man like Ehara to swing the court
Find
around
it
by
better
its
than
nose
that.
at his whims.
The world
With
kept
that in
watching
mind,
together.
I believe Ehara's
bloody
conviction
Saturday.
should be upheld
Man, I'm
and
actually like,
enforced.
I actually don't mind this on
Would
the
the
Saturday.
defense care to comment?
Like these
Do you
premium
think
live
any of
events
this
that
through
they put
before
in now.
filing this appeal?
Yes.
But-
We aim to prove the defendant's innocence
don't
no
know.
matter what your objections may be.
They're gonna do WrestleMania 2
What about
nights,
you?
so you're gonna have to stay up like insanely late on Saturday and Sunday if you want to do that. But I know for a fact I won't be doing that. Maybe on the Saturday, but definitely not on the Sunday. No way.
Ehara has to atone for Mikoshiba's murder. I can't look the other way while a killer evades his sentence.
Come now. Is that why you're appealing? If so, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Yagami-san, I understand how you feel, but being innocent of sexual battery isn't guilt for Mikoshiba's murder.
What? What?
We're only appealing the
Oh
guilty
wait,
pleas
was I
here.
supposed to actually
So-
legit pick something?
Oh, right.
What is this
Then,
nonsense?
Mate, shut your dumb poppadom hair face, man. Oh, there you go.
We will prove Ehara's innocent of sexual battery. We have all the evidence we need.
You mean the murder video? You're no better than the public. You believe everything you read online. Is there any real proof that the video isn't fake? Or are you trying to set a precedent for court sentences to hinge on dubious videos?
True,
Taboo
the
Tuesday.
prosecution
Oh god.
might have a point here, Yagami-san.
Hey, what happened to that, man?
What?
That's his main
What?
event.
The
Ah,
murder
it's
footage
wrong.
Oh,
What
right.
is this nonsense?
Alright, let's pick this one, man. Fuck.
Ihara's guilty verdict was wrong. We don't think there was enough
Mate,
evidence
Taboo
at the
Tuesday
first trial
was
to result in that verdict.
Hey, remember Heat?
There was fiber from the victim's underwear
it
found
Sunday
on
Night Heat or
Ihara's
whatever?
hand.
That was a trick.
And Velocity.
It was set up.
Did you remember
cooperation from the
Velocity?
There is no evidence it was a trick. Are you
Oh,
saying you,
wow.
Immanuel, and Ihara met before?
I don't know
you?
what day Velocity
Is
was
there
on.
proof
Was
of
it?
that?
Did it replace
Was there
Sunday
perhaps
Night
any
Heat?
security footage we didn't see?
No, the station
I
erases the
legit can't
footage
remember
from their cameras after a few days if there's no need to keep it.
Right. But if there's even a chance Ihara and Mamiya were a team, the underwear fiber proves nothing. What were the other deciding factors? Security footage? The smartphone videos we kept seeing on TV? Those don't prove the crime either, because there was a huge time gap in them.
What?
We've done enough legwork to know.
Oh god, I need to wait. What? There's a big gap. God, why don't you show this guy this dumb guy's face?
Did you walk around the site with your own 2 feet, prosecutor?
Evidence. God knows, felt sorry for whoever was on them.
Well, no. But I have been to Shinjuku Station plenty of times.
It's basically the same thing
Then
with
you must know they have a mountain of security cameras covering every angle.
main event now.
But if you went there to
Far
look
as I know,
carefully, you'd find there are
Ricochet's
some
been
blind
in and
spots.
out of main event. He probably might end up going back in there now.
That's a hard runner.
T-Bar's in there.
Mamiya chases after him.
And
seems
I
as
can't
though the whole
remember
chase
any
is
other main
recorded.
roster.
This area in dotted lines is a blind spot no
apart
camera
from
saw.
Mace. I don't know what Mace
That's the
did, but we know the
momentary
rest of
gap
him.
in time where Ihara and his double switched places.
The victim was running right behind Ihara. She would have noticed if they swapped places right in front of her eyes.
Oh, but she knew about the swap all along. They were all in on it from the start.
Oh, I'm hearing out this
Can
weird
you
like
prove that?
guitar noise in the
We
background.
don't have to prove the defendant is innocent,
And
Thomas.
it's in the game.
All
not
we
from
have
my
to prove is
headphones,
that the
weird.
evidence provided by the prosecution at the trial was insufficient to determine guilt. Because that's the role of the defense counsel.
Indeed it is.
If the prosecution can't debunk any and all possibility that the train groping was a put-up job, then it's innocent until proven guilty.
Then the defense should have brought it up the first time. Although I doubt Shirosaki-sensei actually believed in the defendant's innocence herself.
The guilty verdict at the trial was orchestrated by the defendant. It was our error not to have seen it at the time, but it would be another not to correct ourselves now.
Stop being so dramatic. He's just a subway bird.
Why did the camera shake happen?
That is a statement I cannot abide. The law can't give the impression that a false charge is permissible, even for a subway person.
Yeah.
Right. I take that back.
Yeah, you
I
lower up,
misspoke.
lower the bass in your voice, mate.
I do believe this case is worth a trial in the appeal
damn.
court. If the court was misled by a hostile defendant, then only the court can correct it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Justice.
However,
What?
I too have seen Ihara-san's murder footage. I believe it would be difficult to introduce it as evidence
Why?
in this trial. Therefore, I cannot allow it to be
Oh,
brought into the courtroom
the
at this
swerve.
time.
So what then? Man, this table's weird, man. It's just it just looks like two tables joined together. Poorly. He's just gonna sit there.
Sorry, son. Think you got this covered?
Huh?
I'll poke my head in at the office later.
Very well, we'll be expecting you.
Yeah, mate, you need to ask these man questions, man. He's just chilling.
Bando-san, was it? From public security?
I don't recall saying my department. But yeah, that's right.
Do you
Man,
know
this
Reiko
villain,
Kusumoto,
man.
the vice minister at the Ministry of Health?
Of course.
Any particular reason she's under constant surveillance?
A rather bold question, isn't it?
It's just you and me here.
I see you know how to cut to the chase, Yagami-sensei.
Oh, he's calling me sensei. Oh.
Ahara's trial can't be that important to you. So I have to figure I'm the reason you showed up. You want to
Yeah,
know
why
where
don't you just
Kawana
bug one of
is,
the
don't you?
lawyers, that
You're
lawyer's,
finally forced to get off
that
your ass
Dumbface
because
guy's
nobody else can
lawyer's
get eyes on him?
phone.
Wana, otherwise known as Yu Kitakata, is wanted on suspicion of murder. If you know where he is,
Mate, how do you know all
please
this
do
stuff,
tell.
man?
Wanted for murder?
You chill out, son.
Because you know, I thought it was RK acting on your orders that killed Sawa-sensei. You think you can hide that fact forever? Even the cops in the field have their suspicions.
Do they? Well, the cubicle workers always resent the corner offices. Officers in the field complain about their superiors. I did the same thing back in my day.
Then why did you use thugs as your pawns instead of officers? Is that how Sawa-sensei
Oh,
got
shit.
roped into this?
Yagami, you're poking the bear, man.
I'm afraid I'm not following.
He doesn't even care anyway, man. He just wanted to go. He wants
You
to take
knew
on
it
like
was gonna
100
be a
guys by
dirty job
himself.
from the beginning.
With a chainsaw
That's
wooden
why you
psycho.
couldn't use anybody on the
Get his
force.
fingers chopped off with the chainsaw.
Or maybe you just weren't
Yeah,
able to
just
find an underling you could fully trust.
normal detective shit.
That's a good one.
Public security's only tricks are surveillance and call tracing. You leave the dirty work to the thugs.
That may be true, but it's enough to crush the likes of you.
I'm gonna ask just in case.
Brother, mate.
Where is Soma now?
Hand over Kawana to me, and there will be no more victims.
What?
What?
Do you have a reason to protect him? I already know he's going around executing bullies. He's a disturbance to public order.
But he wasn't the one who killed Sawa-sensei.
I didn't come here to argue. I came to issue an ultimatum.
So you decided to sit in our talks and gather information. Maybe this guy's gonna be a boss fight or something. Man, I don't even know what you should do, man. But you need to make sure it progresses the story. That's all I'm saying. And the next move, I have to go to the office. I know I have to go to the office. I might as well just get. I know I have to go to the office. Why did? Oh. Just there's a weird way they're standing, but it's just taller than it, and then I'll be killed. See, I know it. You just have to. I'm gonna run all the way there, man. Let's cut to the chase, man.